My Lords, first of all, I declare my position as Vice President of the Local Government Association. The first part of my question follows on from the Noble Lady Baroness Pennock and her focus on social housing, genuinely affordable housing, and the Green Party has a target of $150,000 a year for that. But this statement is all about so-called affordable housing. And I wonder if the government has actually taken account of the Housing Select Committee report from March this year, looking at the increasing and deeply concerning problems with shared purchase, also known as part rent, part buy, which is very much included in those so-called affordable targets. It talks about rent, service charges and the complexity of leases, making shared ownership, quote, an unbearable reality for many people. Is the government going to take action to deal with this issue, which surely has to be a big part of the affordable housing target? And on the other side of the target issue, is the government taking adequate account of the physical limits of this country? We recently had in Cambridge a major development turned down because there was no water supply. Many places are looking at floodplains and thinking about building on floodplains. The floodplain is not beside the river, the floodplain is part of the river. Where are we going to find these and how are we going to have the resources that are needed to make this possible?
I thank the Noble Lady. She will know that we are working through a process. There were some changes made to leasehold arrangements, for example. She's quite right to say that the tenure of a property is really critical, and we don't want to trap people into tenures that cause them problems. We are working through the process of designing a new bill that will come forward in terms of common hold. Where there are issues with shared ownerships, we will look at those as well. And we are trying to eradicate some of the more knotty issues that people have got themselves involved with in terms of that type of property ownership, where sometimes people think they're buying a home and actually that some elements of leasehold tenure mean that they don't have the ownership of the property that they thought they were buying into. So we are very aware of that. We have taken account of it, and we will be working on that further during the new year as we work our way towards the new common hold bill. And there will be plenty of opportunity to comment on that as we go through the process of that. In terms of the physical limits she described, I've had 2 visits recently to Cambridge, one to visit the Noble Lord Lansley's development forum and also to South Cambridgeshire to have a look at that. The great thing about what's happening there is that there are some very good and innovative solutions coming up to look at the issues of water there. That doesn't mean that's everything we need to do, but it does mean that there are solutions coming forward. And there is, I won't have time to repeat it all now, but there is a big section in the report about flood mitigation and how we're tackling the issues of flooding. That's all contained within the new NPPF. So I hope the Noble Lady will look at it. If she's got further questions when she's looked at it, by all means come back to me. These problems are not going to go away. What we need to do is be creative in the solutions we provide, because we have to have the homes that people need. And I would just add that about 10% of the country is actually built on at the moment. 13% of the country is in Greenbelt. So we do, there should be land to be able to build these houses on.